Hey everyone, welcome back to another Lego video on the channel. Wait, hold on a second. Think I'm getting a call real quick. Huh? Hello? Yeah, this is him. Oh. Damn, for real?
Daddy, chill.
I mean, I didn't realize it really had to be that deep, but that low-key sounds cool. Well, that was an interesting call. Apparently I'm gonna get human sacrificed. Apparently I didn't put the fries in the bag. So, I'll be right back.
18 naked cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch.
Alright, 12 hours later, and somehow I made it out of whatever the hell that was. But I guess my mission really isn't over, is it? Because you guys still hear me, so... as you guys can see, my great viewers, I'm a ghost now. I guess you really can't just live or die in peace anymore, huh? Just trapped. Well, anyways, welcome back to another video on the channel. We're going to be talking about Lego Hidden Side. So, Lego Hidden Side is a Lego theme that barely lasted a couple of years, but not only had more potential, but was really cool with what we already seen from it already. It's like a mystery comedic horror style Lego series similar to like Scooby-Doo, and has similar characters with their little personality quirks and traits, like the Scooby Gang, and stuff like that.
Jack here, coming at you from Newberry Graveyard, where we're gonna hunt some ghosts! Roll call, Dr. J.B. Watt. Every team's gotta have a mad scientist.
Just giving Sweet Sally an upgrade. Wait a minute, who you calling mad?
And the muscle of our team, double daring, death-defying Douglas.
Douglas by day, El Fuego by night.
And Spencer. He's a ghost and a dog. Good boy. Yes.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, he only becomes visible for bacon. I gotta train him more.
That's why cats are better.
And last, but death not least, Parker. Her brand is Lone Wolf, but we're secretly best buds. Am I right?
You know you have to go inside the graveyard to hunt ghosts?
Yeah, I'm coming.
How this series goes and does things is they basically use an app and they capture ghosts, like the title suggests, on the hidden side. They go to so many cool haunted locations, fight ghosts with honestly amazing looking designs, and it really makes it a unique and unforgettable theme, and stuff like that. So me personally, I grew up with Scooby-Doo. I have a personal connection to Scooby-Doo because I used to watch the movies and the shows with my uncle all the time. And there's so much like character and emotion and personality to not even just the characters, but the ghosts and every little aspect of it. And another big ghost thing that I absolutely love and adore is Luigi's Mansion. I love it. It's literally one of my favorite game series of all time. Like, it's in my top 5. Like, it has cool, unique floors. Like, the ghosts are really cool. They have their own little identities, their own little things that they do. There's so many unique things, like Dark Moon with the multiple unique mansions and like the eerie, cool vibes of the first game, and stuff like that. I even on Halloween one year, when Luigi's Mansion 3 came out, went as Mario and Luigi with the homie trick-or-treating, and then came back and stayed up all night long and beat Luigi's Mansion 3 in one sitting. That's a core memory right there. But why am I all saying all this? Because Hidden Side really gives off that similar vibe and feel that made me fall in love with Luigi's Mansion and Scooby-Doo originally. And it makes me feel extremely nostalgic for the genre, because you can tell they put a lot of love and effort into Hidden Side and what they were basing every little thing off of. And I think it's just really cool on their part. One thing I will say is, with the style of theme this Lego series is, I understand why some people don't vibe with Hidden Side. Because it's for a select group. Like, if you don't like ghosts, if you don't like the laughs and the creepy locations and stuff like that, it's really not going to stick with you as much as something else might. And it's really just kind of made for a select group of people. But there is stuff here that you can find some sort of enjoyment out of if it's not totally what you're looking for and stuff like that. And a part of that is I want to get into the sets and the minifigures. So the sets and the minifigures are a huge part of the fun factor when it comes to this theme. It's honestly, the sets and the minifigures are what make this theme as great as it is, compared to maybe some other things where the sets and stuff are amazing, but it's not like the main point of like what makes the theme great. There's always a set that brings something unique to the theme. So if it's like, for me, for example, my favorite set is the Haunted Lighthouse. And that set is really cool. It has like a creepy, cool, like lighthouse design. It has a ghost, like lighthouse keeper minifigure that's really cool. It has a cool set. There's all sorts of stuff. There's the Haunted High School, which is cool. I mean, if you want to go to fucking school and then it becomes haunted, it's like you got to deal with hell twice. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might just stay home that way that day and binge some video games, you know. But that's just me. And then some things like there's a guy named Chef Enzo, which is gonna cook you some bussin' food in the Shrimp Shack. That's a cool set right there. I mean, God, if I have to say haunted one more time, I think I might have a fucking stroke, but I think we'll be okay. So let's continue. Point being is, there's so much variety and uniqueness that it makes these sets so memorable. And if you're somebody like me who picked up a couple of sets when the theme actually was around, I still have those sets on my shelf to this day, because I buy a lot of Lego. And I get to a point where I build a set and I don't have room for it. Like, it's very hard, so I have to store all my sets because it becomes a very hard process. But one of the hidden side sets, which is obviously the lighthouse, I have on the shelf because it brings such a unique look to the room along with my other Lego collection stuff, because they do a really good job of making these feel amazing and stuff. So, yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is, I didn't talk about this in my Nexo Nights video, but Nexo Nights had an app that went along with the series called Murloc 2.0, and it's where the Nexo powers, which are the shields, you can scan them into the game, and they gave like cool little power-ups. So this was an era when Lego, when they started their new series, they wanted to advertise the app along with the sets to prioritize people to buy the sets more than just buying them because they want the sets. It comes with all these extra little things. So that's the same thing they did with Hidden Side. But the thing is with Hidden Side is that the app is a fundamental part of it, and the app was amazing. Now, I want to preface this when I talk about this section. The app is not necessary to experience the greatness of Hidden Side. Which, I'm saying that and you really can't even access the app anymore. Believe me, there's ways. Like, if you're tech savvy and you have a PC, I think there's a couple of guides out there that there's actually a way of getting it to work. But that's if you even like the theme enough to get it to work, because the app officially is no longer in service anymore. But as I talk about this, I'm going to put some gameplay of the app on my screen, so you guys can get a little feel and a look of kind of what I'm talking about. It's just honestly really amazing. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, is it like the best app of all time for a mobile game? No, but I think what is here is peak. Like, I like it. Like, it's low key kind of peak. Like, I like got footage off YouTube for this video, and then I looked back at it and I'm like, this shit was low key kind of good. And I didn't even think about it. I'm just like, damn, like, this was really good. So let me just kind of get into it. So basically the game is a AR game. So what you do is when you buy the set and you build the set, you pull your phone out, you go on the app, and you scan the set in. And when you scan the set in, it creates a whole little thing, and then it's like a whole level. And there's different difficulties you can play on it and stuff like that. And then I think each level for each set, depending on difficulty, can run you anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes, I think. So, I mean, it's cool for what it is, and the thing is that's not even everything you can do in the game. So there's so many different benefits, but at the end of all these AR levels and stuff, you fight the boss, and then what happens is you beat the boss, and then you suck the boss in to your phone, and now the boss becomes yours. And you're able to use the boss. So there's two sides to this game. There's the AR levels that you play yourself from scanning your set in. And then there's the mission levels that I can't remember if you could if you were able to play it on your own or you had to play it online. I think you might have had to play it online with other people, but every single time you beat a boss and you suck the boss in, the boss and other ghosts that you capture then becomes part of your collection. And for me, that is cool as hell, because I'm a sucker for collection games. I'm a huge gacha game fan. I'm a huge anime nerd when it comes to those type of games. I love being able to get characters and collect them, and the game makes it so addicting that literally there was a point in time, if I had the funds to buy as many sets from Hidden Side as I possibly could, just for the sake of the app and what it gives me for having the sets and the figures, I would probably buy them. So for me, Lego succeeded, and they were very close that if I wasn't poor, then I probably would have given them all my money for this, because it's really cool. Like, you get the sets, you play the AR missions. The AR missions are nothing special, but they're harmless fun. And then you get different ghosts, and then you're able to capture the boss ghost, and then you're able to take that and bring that into the multiplayer mission mode, and then you get to use the ghost that you captured in the mission mode, and then the more you get, the more you add to the collection, the more you're actually able to use. And I know, like it sounds simple, it does, but as somebody who personally thinks that the theme was amazing even without the need for the app, you can tell that Lego put a lot of effort into the app, because there's a lot of great things. Like, I don't think there was any microtransactions. Every little thing that you did and you played was based off of what you earned and what you achieved. And like, it was really fun. And like, from what I remember, I think each ghost had like a unique ability when you played it in the mission mode. If you played as a boss ghost, like, I got I think it's called the Shipwreck set, that when you beat the boss, you got this cool purple pirate guy that had like a sword that was like around his neck on an octopus. I don't know. Anyways, bro looked cool as hell. And I played him in the mission mode, and like, I remember being mesmerized. Like, it's not like the most amazing thing on the planet. Like, I know I'm saying that a lot, but like, the game was a lot of fun, and I really wish you were still able to access it today so I can kind of show you guys what it was all about and stuff. But yeah, and then I think one final thing I'll touch on about the app was they actually had seasonal events. So depending on what, like, if there was like a holiday, so like Halloween, obviously, and then Christmas and stuff, like, you were able to log in and they had like special missions you can do that unlocked ghosts and like Christmas outfits and different little thing and Santa hats. And it's like, it's those little details that they didn't have to do. And I feel like I looked on YouTube for stuff and research on the game, and there really isn't many videos on the game anymore. And I feel like I feel the same way with Murloc 2.0. I feel like they did such a good job. I feel like these games deserve more recognition than they got before. I mean, because I don't even think that the Hidden Side app even got that much recognition to begin with when the sets were even around, even though that was like the main gimmick, and then now it's definitely like lost the time and stuff. But yeah, I mean the game is awesome. I really, like I said, I really hope there was a way to access it again, but it's okay. I hope you guys had a good look at it here with what I showed you, but it's definitely a game that I remember very fondly when it comes to just in general, not even the fact that it's a Hidden Side game. But yeah, so let's get into the next part of what I want to talk about here about like a Hidden Side. So Hidden Side did have a TV show. But it wasn't a like traditional 23-minute show. They were like 2-minute like little short episodes that released on YouTube. Now, I think them doing this kind of hurt it, because I think it deserved a full show, and I think it would have helped its longevity and popularity. But I will say, even though they're 2-minute shorts, I think in total, all of them they've released, they all equal to like 20 minutes in total. So really, the entirety of Hidden Side is not even a full-length episode of literally anything else, which is kind of annoying. But I'm glad we got something. Like, I'm not gonna complain, and honestly, I think what they did was amazing, because not only did they make the app bring your sets to life in a unique way, the show took that and like did it again, but in cool show animation goodness. And every little short episode is the main characters going after like a ghost in like a location that's based off the Lego sets, and I think that's honestly really cool. I will say though, I don't think the show is the biggest part of what makes Hidden Side great, but it does make the series a lot more compelling. Even though they're short episodes, there is a storyline there that concludes at the end, and I really love the animation. I think it's great. Like, it's not like your traditional like Ninjago Chima Nexo Knights look. Like, it has like some like a, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's like I would say like a comic book style like look to it. I don't know if that's the best word for it, but they're just like they do a great job with it. Like, there's amazing ghost designs, like I said, and locations, and it's just great. Like, I said character designs and I said locations so much in this video, and literally that's because that's what makes Hidden Side amazing. The ghost designs, the character designs, and the locations they go to make it so good. Like, the eeriness and every little thing that goes into every little location they go to is just chef's kiss when it comes to like ghost and horror stuff and Luigi's Mansion Scooby-Doo style things. It's great. Now, I didn't even know this until I did research for making this video, and that's they actually made a 40-minute special that takes place after the conclusion of the shorts. And I had no clue. I don't know if they released it on YouTube like back then or something along those lines, but I was mesmerized and I had no idea. So I guess there's 50 minutes or so worth of hidden side content to watch, and I definitely will be checking that out soon. I honestly thought it was just the shorts, but that's news to me. So yeah, I honestly, I just want to say, like, at the end of the day, hidden side as a theme, I think is amazing, and I don't personally think it's something that could be replicated. I know a lot of people might say that it's generic and there's nothing to really latch onto about it, but I think there's greatness here, and obviously hearing me in this video, you guys know that this theme was this theme is made for me. And again, it may not be made for everybody. It's definitely made for me, and I love it. But again, like I said again, there are things to enjoy about it, right? This is another Lego theme, again, that failed for the millionth time to take over Ninjago. Nothing's ever going to take over Ninjago. Again, this is another attempt at making that happen, and obviously it failed miserably. So, yeah, I just think that no matter what Lego theme or series gets released in any sort of way, there's always a charm to it. Like, and that's just me personally. Like, people might look at things very critically, but when it comes to Lego series, I look back on it with such nostalgia because I feel like no matter what, there's always something that you can find to enjoy when it comes to a Lego series, and I think that's the same thing with Hidden Side. If you don't like whatever about it, I think there's going to be something that you are absolutely going to like. So yeah, so I do hope you guys found this video interesting and hopefully helps you become a Hidden Side fan, because it is amazing and stuff like that. I really want to thank my viewers, returning and new, for making it to the end of the video. All your guys' support is amazing, and I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next Lego video. Peace.